In the abyss of darkness, whispers echo, etching tales of terror into the silent night. Welcome, brave souls, to a journey unlike any other. One that delves deep into the heart of real-life horror, into the very fabric of fear itself. This is not a mere collection of campfire ghost stories, no. This is a journey into the world's most terrifying true tales, painstakingly researched and verified from the most credible of sources. In our quest for the truth, we've unearthed stories that will chill your bones and make your blood run cold. Stories that have been whispered in hushed tones. Tales that have been hidden in the shadows. We've interviewed eyewitnesses, combed through police reports, and pored over countless hours of footage. We've left no stone unturned in our pursuit of the truth. The first of these tales brings us to an unassuming house on the outskirts of a small town. A house that, by all appearances, is just like any other. But as the sun sets and darkness blankets the land, the house reveals its true nature. Disembodied whispers fill the air, chilling the very soul of anyone brave or perhaps foolish enough to listen. These whispers, captured on high-quality audio recording devices, are not mere figments of overactive imaginations. They are real, tangible proof of the supernatural, of a world that exists parallel to ours, unseen and unheard until now. The whispers tell a tale of sorrow and fear, of a presence trapped between worlds, reaching out in a desperate plea for help. This haunted house with its eerie whispers is but the first stop on our journey. Its chilling tale sends a shiver down the spine, a prelude to the horrors that await in the shadows. As we delve deeper into these stories, we'll uncover more about the unseen world that exists around us. A world that whispers its secrets in the shadows, a world that is waiting to be explored. As the last echo of the whisper fades, the chilling tale of the haunted house sets the stage for the horrors yet to come. In the quiet corridors of an ordinary life, an unseen presence lurks, leaving behind a trail of fear. The second tale in our chilling odyssey is a narrative of a seemingly normal family, living in a seemingly normal home. Yet beneath the veneer of the mundane lies a chilling tale of an unseen stalker. From the outside, the house is a picture of suburban tranquility. But within its walls, the ordinary turns extraordinary, the explicable becomes inexplicable. A family of 4 living a life most would deem normal until the ordinary was shattered by an unseen entity. It all began with subtle disturbances, the inexplicable flicker of lights, a sudden chill in a room, objects shifting from their places when no one was around. The family brushed it off as nothing more than mere coincidence, but as days turned into weeks, the occurrences escalated. Doors slammed shut in the middle of the night, whispers echoed through empty halls, and an inexplicable sense of being watched pervaded the house. The family, once dismissive, now lived in a state of fear and confusion. Every creak of the floor, every gust of wind, every shadow dancing on the wall became a manifestation of their unseen stalker. Attempts were made to capture evidence of the entity. Paranormal investigators were called in, cameras were set up, EVP recordings were made, yet the entity remained as elusive as ever. The investigators left with more questions than answers. The cameras captured only the family's fear, and the recordings, though filled with static, echoed the chilling silence of the unseen. The evidence was inconclusive, the entity untraceable. The unseen stalker remains a mystery, a chilling reminder of the unknown lurking in our midst, a specter that haunts the corridors of an ordinary life, leaving behind a trail of fear. The unseen entity continues to dwell in the shadows, a silent stalker in the quiet corridors of life, reminding us that sometimes the most terrifying things are those we cannot see. A village once bustling with life stands silent and empty, its inhabitants vanished without a trace. In the heart of the countryside, nestled between emerald hills and a serene lake, lay a community known as Bitter Hollow. This was a village that once echoed with the sounds of laughter, the clatter of daily chores, and the hum of shared stories around crackling fires. But one day, the vibrant cacophony went silent. Bitter Hollow, overnight, became a village of echoes, a hauntingly empty shell of its former self. The mystery of the vanishing village of Bitter Hollow is a tale that sends chills down the spine. The entire population, men, women, and children, all disappeared without a trace, as if they had been swallowed by the earth. Streets that once bustled with life stood deserted, homes that once sheltered families lay bare, and the lively marketplace was left to the mercy of creeping vines and silent winds. In the quest to solve this eerie puzzle, many theories have been proposed. Some say it was the work of supernatural forces, citing local legends of a vengeful spirit that haunted the nearby woods. Others argue that it was a mass migration due to an unseen disease or the fear of an impending disaster. Scientists, on the other hand, have pointed towards possible anomalies. A sudden, cataclysmic event, perhaps a sinkhole or a gas leak, could have triggered a mass evacuation. Yet these theories fail to explain why no one returned, or why there were no signs of a hurried departure. The truth remains shrouded in mystery. Despite countless investigations and tireless research, we are left with more questions than answers. The silent houses, the deserted streets, and the empty fields of Bitter Hollow stand as ghostly reminders of the people who once called this place home. The Vanishing Village remains an enigma, a ghostly testament to the inexplicability of certain events. In the realm of the supernatural, apparitions appear, blurring the lines between reality and the otherworldly. Picture this, a small, seemingly tranquil town steeped in history and tales of old. It's a place where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, where the veil between this world and the next is whisper thin. This is the setting of our fourth story, a tale of an apparition sighting that has left an indelible mark on the local community. The story begins on a frosty winter's night. The moon hung low in the sky, casting long, menacing shadows on the cobblestone streets. It was then that the town's inhabitants claimed to have witnessed an otherworldly presence. A spectral figure cloaked in an ethereal glow, its form shifting and shimmering in the moonlight. The apparition had an uncanny resemblance to a long-deceased town elder, a figure steeped in local lore. It moved with an eerie grace, seeming to float just above the ground, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The townsfolk watched in awe and terror, their breath catching in their throats as the figure moved silently through the streets. The impact of this sighting on the local community was profound. It sparked a wave of fear and fascination, with whispers of the ghostly figure echoing through the town. People began to question their understanding of the world and the nature of reality itself. The apparition became a spectral figure in the town's history, a chilling reminder of the thin line that separates the living from the dead. As time passed, the apparition's presence began to fade, but its memory lived on. The story of the spectral figure became a part of the town's folklore, passed down from generation to generation. It served as a haunting reminder of the unknown, of the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. The unearthly apparition, a spectral figure in the annals of horror, leaves us questioning the reality we know. This tale, like many others in the realm of the supernatural, blurs the lines between what we perceive as real and the inexplicable. It challenges our understanding of the world, leading us to question the nature of our existence and the possibility of life beyond the grave. As we draw the final curtain on these tales of terror, remember, fear dwells not in the shadows, but in the mind. We've journeyed through the whispering shadows, tiptoed around an unseen stalker, and witnessed the mystery of the Vanishing Village. We've been captivated by the unearthly apparition. And through it all, we've walked the blurry line between reality and the supernatural. In each story, the common thread is fear, a powerful force that shapes our perceptions and dictates our responses. It's fear that makes the shadows whisper, the stalker unseen, the village vanish, and the apparition unearthly. It turns the ordinary into the extraordinary, the explainable into the inexplicable. These tales of terror are not about the creatures that lurk in the darkness, but about the darkness that lurks within us. It's a testament to the power of fear and the incredible capacity of the human mind to create the supernatural from the natural. So as the darkness descends and the whispers in the shadows grow louder, dare to listen, dare to believe.